don't do story times. I usually just play games, but I feel like doing a story time. And as you guys can tell by the title, this is about a kid who has problems. And this kid, for today, we're just gonna name him, I think we're just gonna name this kid probably David. Now, David, back in elementary school, alright, he was chubby, alright, he was a little bit fat, alright, but he was also pretty weird. So, and now, if you did go to my elementary school, and you know me, then you probably know who I'm talking about. He would always go up to people and say, "Oh, I love you." He'd always do it to random kids too. And even the teachers, he'd just be like, "Oh, I love you," the lunch monitors. He'd do the exact same thing. And this kid, he's like a weird type. And he would just go up and sometimes I'm not kidding, he would hump people. Yeah, I'm not kidding. And one time, my friend, let's name him Mr. Rice Krispie, alright? Now, if you know Mr. Rice Krispie, then you know who I'm talking about. And, he's chubby, but he's all muscle, alright? And with this, he could probably take on anybody at our school. Not currently, but, like, I'm talking, like, elementary. And, coming with all muscle, you're gonna be pretty strong. He's also built for football, so, I mean, he's a pretty strong dude. I think he's been playing for football for about maybe 3 or 4 years, but that's besides the point. Now, the kid we are going to be talking about, like I said, his name's David. It's not really, we're just gonna name him that, because, I really want to leak his name, but, like, I'm a nice person. Not really, that's a lie. But, anyways, this kid, David, alright, like I said, he'd go up to people, tell them he loves them, he'd hump some people, and my friend Mr. Rice Krispie, this is why I brought him up. Now, we were playing kickball, and some people know what kickball is, some people don't, and if you don't, then it's just a game where you kick just a rubber ball. It can be deflated sometimes because the schools they just don't give a damn about the balls, and they just want kids to play with them so they have something to do. That sounded wrong. I'm so sorry. I'm not, but okay. And then this person, he is one of the most, yeah, like I said, just one of the most weirdest kids. He has mental problems, probably.
This kid has problems. A
Yes.
story about Gabe.
No. Alright, I know that was somebody from my school, and if it's not Isaac, then screw you. But, this kid, like I said, we're gonna name him David, if the person didn't hear. And, he's a pretty fat, chubby kid. Nobody liked him. He'd go up to people, hump them. He'd hump, my friend Mr. Rice.
Isaac.
Now, David over here, he is, like I said, one of the fat, chubby people. Go up to people, he'd hug them, say "I love you," even to the teachers. Again, like I said.
Isaiah.
No. Yeah. Just screw it. Screw you, Susan. His name's Isaiah. All right. And yeah, he would just go up to people, hug them, hump them, whatever. Now, let's get back to the point. Now, like I was saying, now we were playing kickball, and like I said, they're deflated balls a lot because schools don't give a damn about us, and they just want us to just play with something at recess. And this kid, I'm not kidding, he would go up to Mr. Rice Krispie. Like I said, he's built for football. My friend Mr. Rice Krispie. Alright, you know who he is. He's chubby, but it's all muscle. And he's built for football. 3 or 4 years. He met our friend Cash in football. And Isaiah, he came up to Mr. Rice Krispie. Alright, it sounds stupid, but he came up to Mr. Rice Krispie and humped him because he got so mad, and then he screamed the F word, and we all got so confused on why he humped him. And then what happened? I kid you not, he gets called to the principal's office and he gets off with a warning. Yeah, a warning. And now this, and I'm saying this is a very special kid, all right? He has, like I said, problems. And he's stupidly special. And there's just too many stories. I'm gonna have to do another, probably a part 2, because this is gonna be a very long video. But he was just a very special retard, alright? I probably can't say that, but still. He's stupid. He humps people. He says, I love you. And now, one time I got in the bathroom, alright? Now, I'm chilling with Isaac. We're talking about girls, because he can't get one. He's only had one in his entire life. It was my ex. But besides the point, now, me and Isaac, right, we're just chilling. And, the boy code, just the code in general, if there's 6 urinals, only 3 boys can pee at a time. Because you don't want to stay side by side. Because you don't want to look at the boys pee-pee, alright? Now this kid, I kid you not, he comes up to me and Isaac. He gets in the middle of us. And he starts to take a piss. Right between us. And he just starts looking at us. And he looks down. And we leave. And this was at the time of when every kid was very stupid and blatantly retarded. But we can go to Isaac in a couple minutes after this. No, screw it. Let's just go to him now. So Isaac, alright, he's my cousin. He's older than me by 8 months. 7.5. And yeah, like I said, we're in the bathroom chilling. Can't get a girl, so he's talking to me about it. I give him advice. He still can't get one. And then, like 10 minutes later, we go back in the bathroom, and it's not Isaiah, all right? It's a new kid, and we don't know who they are. All we knew was that they were a boy, all right? And there was one day at school where we were wearing these robes. Isaac wore a Batman robe because, he's a Batman fanatic. And then, the new kid, his name was Trent. And, yeah, he wore a Batman robe. And, by the way, this isn't really important, but I just want to point out that he is colored. He's not white. He's not Mexican. He's a colored kid. And he was wearing dreads, and he thought he was cool for wearing dreads. And he was wearing these dreads, and at the time he thought he was so cool. He came up to my cousin, and he asked him to fight. And I'm saying, like, for no reason. This was literally for no reason. He said, bro, let's fight. Because they were both wearing the same robe. Just Trent's was lighter, alright? And then Isaiah, this kid, he comes up to them and he says, hey, why are you trying to fight him? And then Isaac, he's not the brightest person right now. He's a color kid's trying to fight him for wearing a Batman robe, like Isaac's favorite superhero. And then Isaac, he literally almost punches one of them. I don't know which one it was. I'm pretty sure it was gonna be Isaiah because nobody likes the kid. Alright, and we're pretty sure he moved to Canada or somewhere else because we literally don't know where that kid went. So we're thinking that, okay, Isaac was about to punch somebody, we're fine, they're both gonna leave us alone. And then this is the very next day, literally 24 hours later, me and Isaac were in the bathroom, talking about whatever we talked about in like 3rd grade. Alright, I don't remember, probably talking about That yeah, that's it. Just talking about probably anything that came to our minds. Maybe this crush that I had, and he liked her too because she was thick. I mean, you can't blame us. If a girl's thick, Isaac's gonna obviously like her because he's never had a girlfriend. I mean, I'm gonna like her too. I mean, can't say nothing. I really can't. And this kid, all right, it wasn't Trent, it was Isaiah. Now he comes in and he starts asking us, "What are we doing?" And while we just say we're talking, I'm not kidding. He gives us a hug and he walks out and he blows a kiss. And now me and Isaac are like, what the hell is wrong with this kid? I mean, yo, please don't demonetize me. There's no people watching. I don't see the point of demonetizing. I said one bad word. It was one bad word. Two. Maybe two. Or three. I don't know. I don't really care. But, this channel's dead anyways. So, after he comes in and he gives us a hug, he just leaves. And he blows a kiss. And now we're just thinking, what the hell? And we leave, all right? And this was at the time where this was our favorite principal, all right? We didn't have any favorite teachers because they were all pricks, all right? Like, nobody likes our teachers. Nobody liked them besides one teacher. All right, now we're going to call her, I don't know, let's just call her Miss, yeah, let's just call her Mrs. Blueberry. Now, Mrs. Blueberry here, she was a very nice teacher. Me and my friend me and my friend Mr. Rice Krispie, alright? We had her, and we had her together, and this kid Isaiah, he was in a different class, but we are at lunch. We can sit wherever we would like, but like, we had to sit at a certain table, but we could sit wherever we wanted at that table. It wasn't like a specific spot. But this was all before Corona. Obviously, I'm not like 35, not a boomer. But and just he sits with us, all right? He's not even in our class, and he just comes over and he sits with us, and he just says hi, and just stares at us for like 15 seconds. Now, Isaiah, if you're watching this video, I don't care what you have to say. You're annoying, and you're fat, and nobody likes you. And I hope you know, if I don't care if you're in shape, nobody's scared to fight you, and you're probably not in shape because you're still fat. And you probably moved to Canada because you're just weird. Alright, you're just weird. You're becoming one of those weird Canadians that want to give us stuff for no reason. So, that was a side rant. But, and just after he sits with us and he just blatantly stares at us, we're just still wondering why he's sitting with us and he's at the wrong table. So we ask him, "Why are you sitting here?" And he's like, "Because this is my table." And all I said, "No, it's not. Go sit at your table." And I said it politely, alright? I'm not trying to be mean to this kid. He's literally built like a Jello cup. Alright, he's a snowflake too. You'd call him stupid and he'd start crying, and I'm not even kidding. He would literally start crying if you called him stupid. I actually called him stupid once and he started to cry like a little baby. And he started getting all offended. But notice how he doesn't snitch to the principal. I don't know if it was because he thought all the boys were just gonna gang up on him and beat the hell out of him. But, either way, he knew something was gonna happen, or like he thought something was gonna happen. That's why he didn't snitch, and he's never snitched on us. Like, not even until now. I don't even know if he goes to our school. He probably goes to the other school in my city, which, probably, I don't know. But, like I said, he's really weird. He's like a very stupid kid. He's never snitched because he knows the boys. We're a very strong community. We're like the biggest gang in all of the United States. We will come after you. Don't test us. The girls are gonna, be on each other's side and say, no, the girls are more proud. No, they're not. They're not. Just no. And now he goes to tell a girl, and this girl, I was dating her. All right. Well, I mean, I don't care. Her name's Allie. I was dating her, and she's one of the most annoying people. She literally has a crush on a Fortnite kid, and keep in mind, a Fortnite kid. All right. And you know, I don't care, but his name is Ramon, and Mr. Rice Krispie and him, they're friends. You know, I don't want to leak this dude's name, Mr. Rice Krispie. He is literally my best friend. I've known him for like 7 years, maybe 8. I don't know, but you know, still one of my best friends. We literally pretended we were cousins, and we went to New York for like it was for no reason too. We just said that, and you know it. You know, we got a little popular because, you know, we were obviously cousins, you know. I'm cousins with, you know, Mr. Rice Krispie. Obviously, the best family you could ever have, Mr. Rice Krispie. Yo, if you're watching this, which I know you're probably not, but if you are, you want to get on some BO3? Just, that's my only question. And, so yeah, after that, the fat kid, he just sits with us, and just for no reason too. Just like I said, just no reason, saying this is his table and he's a part of this class. He's not. All right, he's never been in any of our class. Like I don't think he's ever been in Mrs. Blueberry's class at all. And he says it's his table. Clearly not, because he'd be sitting at like, I don't remember the teacher's name, but she's a very weird teacher. Nobody liked her. All right. He was probably fat too. I don't know. If you're Mrs. Blueberry and you're watching this, hello. Um, that's it. If any of my teachers find my YouTube channel, later in a couple years, yeah, just no hate. Yeah, that's really. I don't really have to say anything. 'Cause, like, if my teachers find my channel, then I don't care. As long as you don't, you know, scream at me like a Karen and tell me to take it down because I'm making fun of people and it's rude comments, then I do not like you. So, I mean, just with all due respect, this kid was very annoying. Nobody liked him. And, you know, he was fat. Like, he couldn't do anything. He could barely even run, and when some weird girl asked him to play tag, this kid couldn't. He could walk faster than he can run, and I'm not kidding. But you know, people might know who I'm talking about. Some people won't. But if you do know who I'm talking about, then you know, just please tell people that this kid's annoying, and we need him to go to our school just so everyone can make fun of him again, just so he can move back. And I really want to make fun of this kid again because, you know, he's really weird, and he tried to make friends with Mr. One of Mr. Rice Krispie's friends, and you know, it was stupid. But this was in 5th grade too. This part of the story, and Mr. Rice Krispie's friend, right? Let's call him. I don't really know a name. Let's just call him. Let's call him. I can't think of a name. I don't know. We're just gonna call him. Why do I say this? I don't even know a name. Yeah, we're gonna call him Spider-Man. All right. I don't know. We're gonna call him Spider-Man. He's not obviously Spider-Man. That he does not exist. But Spider-Man, right? He literally hates this kid. Everyone hates him, and we all just don't like him. And the kid gets on everybody's nerve. So, I'm kidding you not, Mr. Spider-Man, he thinks of a really good idea. And this is a really good idea. And what he does, he acts like he, like, literally wants to be this kid's friend when we all know he doesn't and nobody likes this kid. So he just comes up with a stupid master plan to act like he's friends. And it's like this for the entire year, and until we go to 6th grade, you know, Spider-Man, he's at my school, and Isaiah, he's not, obviously, because who just wants him at our school? Like, who just wants the kid at our school? I don't think I would want him at my school. I mean, he's pretty stupid. But I think we're gonna leave the video off here. Um, you know, if anyone watches this and you want a part two, just say part two. I will make a part two. But yeah, this is part one for the first video. So yeah, like I said, if y'all want a part two,